This is the original ZX Spectrum computer, one of the coolest machines ever created. Its incredible popularity in the 80s meant that more than 15,000 games were made for it. Some of them seminal titles that shaped the games industry as we know it today. It's a beautiful machine that punched way above its weight, especially considering it was one of the cheapest computers ever made. And this is the Sinclair ZX Spectrum NEXT, its official successor. This is a computer made by the Speccy community for the community. It's fully compatible with the original ZX Spectrum. You can even load games from cassette tape if you want, but it boasts a ton of enhancements to make life easier and far more powerful, like SD card, storage, better graphics, 9 sound channels, accelerated processor, Wi-Fi, the list goes on and on.
Okay guys, so incredibly the Spectrum NEXT KickStarter 3 reached a goal of 2.6 million with 7,524 backers overall, which is absolutely incredible. So apparently this is probably the most successful retro sort of based Kickstarter ever. Apparently that's just what I read somewhere, which is absolutely amazing stuff. Now this Kickstarter 3 is obviously even more than Kickstarter 1 and 2 combined for the Spectrum NEXT, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. And I am one of the backers. I have backed this, obviously you can see on the screen there, my selection was the ZX Spectrum NEXT Plus Accelerator, which was £320, but you could actually split this across 3 months, which I've chosen. One of the first payments is already off my account, the next one will be September, then it'll be October, and then hopefully I will see that at some point before Christmas 2025. It may be delayed because obviously with that amount of backers you might see some delays. Who knows? I don't actually know. So I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on the Spectrum NEXT and being part of the Spectrum NEXT community and seeing what this Spectrum NEXT is capable of. I'm really excited. I cannot wait. So if you're not aware, obviously the Spectrum NEXT, this is the third Kickstarter. I missed completely the first and second one. I was only aware about it long before the Kickstarters had already took place. And the only way of getting yourself a Spectrum NEXT is by backing the Kickstarter. You can't pick up one of these from Amazon. You have to back the Kickstarter, which is obviously why this one's probably been more successful, because a lot more people are aware of it. There's probably been a lot more sort of people telling you about it. I've had a few people sort of coming up to me and telling me about it. I did see one of these in the wild back in 2019, I think, at one of the sort of game expos, and it looked fantastic even then. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on one for real. There's plenty of information here on this website about what's going to be included, and obviously they've reached a lot of their goals, so we'll get some sort of next exclusive games added to this, which were part of the Kickstarter if they reached a certain goal. Looking forward to Saboteur Remastered. Obviously we've seen Head of Heels Deluxe version, which is just amazing, and we've got Lord of Midnight next. I'm looking forward to trying these games. Big fan of all of them. So it'll be great to sort of see them. Hopefully we'll see even more stuff as part of this Kickstarter, since they reached some incredible sort of numbers in this goal, way above what they probably expected to reach. Way above, I'm sure. So this was reached yesterday when the sort of Kickstarter ended, and according to this project, 1000% funded, which is way above what they expected. And then their Facebook group now has 20,000 members, which is just amazing. So I'm looking forward to joining all of this. I'm now part of this sort of Facebook group, and obviously as soon as I get with Spectrum NEXT, I'll be part of the community for real. And looking forward to covering it on the channel and seeing what I can do with it. And discovering all the games. There are lots of games out there. You can find some on itch.io, I believe, as well. And obviously you can play games, old games that can play all 15,000 old Spectrum games. You can play them via a tape deck if you really want to go that far. Get that original feeling of the game not loading at all, which would be, I guess it's just part and parcel of it, but that is just absolutely mind-blowing. And who's awesome? Yeah, that would be us for backing this incredible project. Absolutely incredible stuff. Amazing. So we've had quite a number of updates throughout the sort of process from Henrik just about obviously all the different goals and some of the games that we might actually see as part of this, and they've reached obviously way beyond what they expected, so we might see some updated versions of Doom Dark's Revenge, Monty Mole the next episode, and way more stuff, which is just absolutely incredible. Yeah, they did mention the CPC 464, but that was an error. It was actually the CPC 6128, so that is pretty cool nonetheless. And there's some information there for games such as Aliens Neo Plasma and Radark's Revenge, coming from the Sanchez Cruise, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure some of these games are already out. I've seen Aliens Neo Plasma before. It's really good. Absolutely impressed. We've obviously got Head Over Heels Deluxe as well, which looks fantastic. Looking forward to sort of playing that game. And also we've got the sort of Land of Crash, the next magazine as well, which is really nice. Lots of sort of links there. This is the email. If you signed up, you should probably have access to this. And obviously you got some information there about the Saboteur, Pat Morita team, who do a lot of sort of new Spectrum games as well, and lots of other sort of information there. There is also something else that I was made aware of, that we are going to get a version of Roguecraft DX on Spectrum Next next year. Now obviously that will be launching at the end of August on Evercade. I'm pretty sure you'll see a version of that on Steam at some point as well, but there will be a Spectrum Next version in 2026. Not entirely sure of all the details surrounding that yet, but if you've never played it before, you're in for a treat. It really is a fantastic game. This is actually an Amiga title, so be interesting to see what extras we get, what sort of enhancements we get for the Spectrum Next version, but it's definitely one to look forward to. It's a fantastic title. Anyway guys, that's just an update on the Spectrum Next. Hopefully I'll get mine at some point before Christmas 2025, and I'm really looking forward to covering it on the channel. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.